So I'm feeling a bit nervous coming back to YouTube and talking to you again, but over time I came to realize that that's what's actually my favorite part about YouTube, reading the comments and seeing the feedback. And of course, having big number of views is always flattering, but in the end it feels like just a number. But when you read the comments, you see the feedback and you think like, oh, somebody took some time out of their day and they watched the video, they have an opinion, and they're taking more time to actually comment so I can read it, and that's what makes it all real. And if you just stumbled on this video by accident on YouTube, here's a quick recap. My name is Olga, and me and my husband Rene, we were living for a year in Turkey, making videos for expats and for tourists. Then we left, and I have a full video about it, and we traveled across Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines, Malaysia. We stayed for about a month in every country and eventually settled here in Vietnam. And then we stopped making videos for about 3 or so months. So what happened? Why did we quit? So there were two parts of as to why, and one part is more practical. I'm a very practical person, and another part is more emotional. So let's start with practical. And practical is kind of a trademark of my channel, and if you actually want to know how YouTubers make money, then you might be curious to hear about it. So 3 months ago, it was springtime and it was high tourist season in Turkey, where we made so many videos. And some of those old videos, like more than a year ago now, they started picking up views, and they were getting more views in a day than the new videos that we were making here in Vietnam. But why was it important that the old videos started to make more views in a day than the new ones? I mean, views are views, it's great. Well, it wasn't. It was actually bad for the channel overall, for the new videos. And over the last 3 years, I figured out how the algorithm works. And it works in a way that YouTube takes the recent audience and shows them your new videos. And because the old videos from Turkey were getting so many views, like more than 2,000 a video every day, and the new ones were not getting this much. So the recent audience is the ones who watch videos from Turkey, and they are shown the new videos from Vietnam, and it's natural that quite some of them are just not interested. So what does algorithm think? It thinks, oh, the audience that watched another older video is not interested in the new one. Must be because the new one is not so good. I will not show it to the wider audience. So basically, the new videos are buried. No matter how much effort and energy I put into them, they don't get as many views as the old ones. Even the subscribers are not shown anymore, the new videos. And just imagine you're spending every week 6 to 6.5 days every week working on a video and trying to improve with every video, trying to make it better and better, learning how to implement new things, new editing skills, new storytelling skills. And then YouTube is just pessimizing those new videos no matter what you do. And I'm not making videos to be famous. In fact, I quite often show very little of myself, just enough so that the person watching the video sees this is me, this is my face, this is the presenter. And I personally genuinely enjoy filming and enjoy storytelling, enjoy teaching people things. And I wanted to be a teacher growing up. But I also need to make a living, and if something that I'm doing all the time, something that I'm dedicating all my time to, is not doing that, I have to do something else. Many people actually think that YouTubers get money just from the views. So if somebody watched their video, the YouTuber is paid. And that's unfortunately not how it works. Sometimes YouTubers are not even paid if they are promoting something in their videos. So how it actually works: if you watch an ad that is shown to you in the beginning of the video, in the middle, or at the end, then YouTube actually pays something to the blogger. And actually, not every channel is monetized even, so some people are not paid at all. So for example, for me, to get my channel monetized and start earning anything from the ads, I had to wait for about 2 years before I got the 1,000 subscribers and enough views. And even then, after those 2 years on YouTube making videos, I earned about $1 or $2 a day, which is not much, as you can imagine. And when it comes to promotions, when we are promoting something to you directly, even then, YouTubers that have less than 20,000 subscribers often don't get offers at all. And even if we do get some offers, they are some cheap cosmetic product or electronics, something that we don't even want to use ourselves, and let alone recommend it to the viewers. And sometimes it's an affiliate program where we recommend the service and we are only paid if the viewer actually purchased that service or product. And when you don't have hundreds of thousands of views, you almost have no sales. That's just the truth. So if you're skipping an ad or using some sort of an ad blocker for YouTube, then the creator of the video is not earning anything. But I understand that the ads can be really annoying, especially when they pop up every like 5 minutes. But there is an easy solution. Maybe some of you know it. It's YouTube Premium. It's quite affordable, and with that you can watch absolutely ad-free. And the creators actually earning from your views. And as to my own experience with direct advertisement, with promoting products, within a year after we reached 20,000 subscribers, we actually started getting offers. And I think out of about 20 offers, we only agreed to 4 because others were just not something I would personally feel comfortable promoting. And out of those 4, 1 even didn't pay us at all. And we did have a contract with them, of course, but it's just more expensive to sue a company based in the US than the money that they were supposed to pay us. And the interesting part, I did see some YouTubers take the offers that me and Rene, we rejected them. And I didn't even judge them because, well, it was a financial scheme where you earn through investing in art. You buy a share in that art. I couldn't even figure out how that works myself, and I was like, yeah, this is some sort of get-rich-quick scheme or something. I don't understand. I don't want to promote it. And at that point in time, we could afford not to take that offer, but I saw some bloggers even repeatedly promoting it. And I wasn't judging because to let you into, to lift the curtain a little bit for many, many YouTube vloggers who are traveling, $500 for a promotion within this month, it can mean that they will stay in 3-star hotels instead of 2-star hotels, that they will eat good quality food and avoid food poisoning instead of risking their health and eating street food. Many of us are struggling and saving up everything just to stay on the road, just to, follow our dream. So personally, I do understand why some of the bloggers did take that offer and they were promoting that. Most of us don't roll in cash and don't get offers very often. It's like 1 a month if we're lucky. And the best way to support a YouTuber that you enjoy watching is, again, YouTube Premium. It's joining their Patreon page or buy me a coffee. And even though we sometimes keep a happy face and seems to be always traveling, always going to these wonderful places, we are doing it on a really tight budget. Yeah? Hello, say hello to my assistant. So with algorithm working like it does, pessimizing the new videos, I had basically 2 choices. First one is to delete the old videos and lose that part of income and start making more videos in Vietnam with the hopes that they will finally pick up. Or the second choice was to stop making the videos, leave it as it is, and work on other projects. So that was the practical reason for quitting YouTube. But what was on a personal level, what did we feel like? And I think this reason is quite common for YouTubers and people working with social media. We talk about it a lot these days. It's burnout. And I bet everyone who worked on a job, any kind of job, office job or freelance or being an entrepreneur, we all felt at some point, about 3 or 5 years, you do start feeling a burnout. And videos were my whole life at that moment. I filmed when we got married in Batumi, and a year later we went for a honeymoon. I was filming there. I would film every time we go on a dinner date to a fancy restaurant. I need to take footage of it first, because normally we don't go to fancy restaurants. This is an occasion. I will not get a chance to film this. My main camera is the iPhone, so it's always with me. It's always easy to make a little video which turns into like 10 minutes of me filming every single corner of this restaurant before I actually proceed to the dinner itself. So slowly I started realizing that there is no space for anything else in my life. I know on the surface it feels like I have this dream life, traveling, exploring cultures, doing what I love, eternal sunshine and everything that comes to mind when we hear a digital nomad lifestyle. But the reality was I had no time for hobbies, I had no time to socialize and make friends, I had no time to enjoy my life before I take the footage of it. I basically can never be in this exact moment. I cannot enjoy it fully. Basically, there is only one thing. There is a deadline, Sunday, to produce a new movie. I have to publish it before the next week. And I don't have an editor, I don't have a manager. I basically am doing everything myself. And for quite a while, it did work for me, that kind of lifestyle. I got to travel, I got to do what I love, the filming. But at some point, I did start to feel just the lack of joy. And even traveling started not to feel like an adventure anymore. It just felt like another day at work. And another thing that caused the burnout was that I basically felt uninspired. I tried to think, what inspires me? What videos do I watch myself? And they were not the short 10 to 15 to 20 minute videos, just the vlogging. I mean, it works for some people, but I don't watch it myself. Why would I make videos like that? I truly believe that if you're doing something that you yourself liking, then there will be an audience that's just like you and they will like it too. Obviously, sharing my experiences was always inspiring for me. I like to do it in the form of articles and later in the form of videos, but the format itself of the videos, that had to change. I had to find the format of those videos that I would like myself. I mean, it's an easy realization, but it did take me some time. I mean, you watch YouTube, you see what other people are doing and trying to figure out, like, is this what people do? Is this what people like? Should I do the same? But it doesn't work like that. You have to be, in a way, brave enough to trust your own feeling, so you can find on YouTube what format you yourself enjoy and make something in a similar fashion. I hope I'm explaining it so you can understand, and if you don't, leave me a comment and we can have a conversation. So for myself, I have a number of creators that I actually come back to, whose videos I always watch when they release a new one, and it doesn't even matter if they have a clickbaity title or clickbaity cover. I just know this person makes the videos that I like. I like their personality, I like their storytelling skills. I know when I watch their video, it will be a good quality one. So I thought, like, why? Is it only the personality? And I found a similar trait of the videos that I like is that those videos are longer. They are 40, 50, 60 minutes, sometimes they're even longer. And they don't publish them every week because it's just not possible to do it every week. They publish it sometimes once a month or in 2 months, sometimes even less, like 3 or 4 months, one video. But I know that that video is like a documentary. When a new video of theirs is recommended to me, I save it, I find the time in my day to watch it, I leave them a comment. And I'm not saying here that this format of video, in my opinion, is better than the short vlogs. I'm saying that to each their own, and I found what I like, and I feel that making videos like that, more in-depth videos, that's really inspiring for me. Like ideas started like popping in my head. I'm tossing and turning in my bed for an hour, and the ideas just jumping in my head, and I wake up and I have to put them down, otherwise I cannot sleep. And I like, it's like a, and there's a bang. It's like, you know, that lamp in your head, like, yes, this is it. I feel that making these videos will truly make me happy. I can take a viewer on a journey, I can show them different sides and perspectives. I can really sit down and do more work on every video. And right now I don't have a production team to help me make them as good as I would like to, but I believe that at some point I just have to start making videos like that, and hopefully one day I will have the budget for the production team. But if I just dream about it and continue to make short videos every week, trying to come up with a catchy title, then my dream of making the documentary style videos, that dream will never come true. And this is a very ambitious project for me because I have to do all of it myself, the script, the filming, the interviews, the post-production, and I don't know if my 4-year-old laptop will be able to handle all of that, the 1 hour long video. But you know what? If I don't try, I don't know. My motto is better just at least try than spend your life wondering, what if I tried, what if I could make it. And as my first attempt at a long format video, I edited together all the videos from Vietnam that we already made. It turned out to be 2 hours, but yeah, I didn't expect that. But here you go, you can already watch it on the channel if you're on a long bus trip, or you can watch it on your TV. And even though it didn't get many views right away, in the comments I saw some of the people who commented before we had the break. And I appreciate you coming back. And for everyone watching this video, thanks for sticking around. And I want to send you a postcard from Vietnam. So please leave me a comment under this video. Tell me how you discovered my channel, or just say hi. And tell me if you want a postcard, just mention the postcard and I will send it to you. And with the comments, I always thought of myself as a person who doesn't depend on the opinions of others. But just because I don't depend on those opinions, it doesn't mean that I don't care. I do care about reading the comments. Sometimes they're positive, sometimes they're negative. And negative, yeah, I did get asked, like, how do you deal with it? And you just get used to it. They hurt you, but with time they hurt you less and less. And what can you do? You cannot have the good comments without having the bad comments. You either close all the comments, or you let them both in, and you just try to hold on to the positive ones and try to think that some people liked it, some people, you're not doing it for nothing, you're doing it for people who enjoy watching it. So as of now, we've been in Vietnam for almost a year. Right now they are having here a 90-day visa. I will talk about our experiences with it in the upcoming video. And within this year, we had the opportunity to socialize more, to make more friends, especially during our break from YouTube. Most of our friends are expats from all over the world, and what I want to do is I want to record interviews with them for my upcoming video so they can share their experiences. I mean, people from different parts of the world have their own experiences. Some people start a business here, some people are digital nomads, some people are retired, and I want to share all their perspectives. Surprisingly, we didn't make as many friends in Turkey when we were there for a year. And I think I know why that is. It's not the local people, but I will share it in the upcoming video. And I can tell you from my own experience becoming nomadic and living in different locations throughout the year, it gives you a new perspective on life. And sometimes a person tells me their story, how did they end up in Vietnam and where were they living before, and I have like a eureka moment. Like, yeah, why didn't I think of this before or that before? So that's another reason why I want to share other people's stories and not just my own. So let me know in the comments if you like this idea of documentary style videos once a month. And hopefully I will finish my project so you can watch it in January. And in the meantime, you can subscribe to my Instagram to see my day-to-day and learn more about living in Vietnam.